Hello, I'm making this video to announce my latest puzzle. This is a Speed Cube Square-1. Now, this is my first version of the puzzle, and it's not very good. This first version had some major popping problems. Basically, the little lips that would hold the pieces in were just not large enough, so anytime you tried to cut or anything, these pieces, especially the small ones, would tend to fall out. So I made the second version address those problems, and I think I also made it cheaper. It's a lot lighter than this, so that should cut down on cost, and it was a little bit easier to assemble. It's the same size as any Square-1, like this old version. It's pretty much the exact same size, as you can see. And I think it's better than the MF8. I have the MF8 here, and it turns really smooth. I think it cuts better than the MF8, and it takes less effort to turn. This one might turn faster on the top layer just because you can flick it and it'll just keep going, but this one also takes no effort to turn. In either direction. So yeah, as you can see, it's really fast, and I think the mechanism is pretty cool. It's a little bit different. The core is in 3 parts, and there's actually several centerpieces that screw into the core, and the mechanism is actually not super complicated. There's not all that many pieces. It's really just the core that's a little bit different. And I think it's really cool. It's actually a little bit tricky to assemble though, so if you're interested in buying it on Shapeways, just keep that in mind, that assembly is trickier than most puzzles. It's not quite as bad as like the Latch Mega Minx or anything like that, but the core is a little bit weird. And there was a few problems I'm going to have to change when I do put it on my Shapeways shop. But I'm really looking to get this mass produced, so if you know anyone who would be willing to mass produce it or might be interested in mass producing it, please let me know, because that's something I'm going to try to look into over the next couple days. I'm going to show you a few more turns, so I'll do the parity algorithm. There's it once, I'll do it again. Oops, I think that's messed up a bit. There you go. It's really fast. I'm not really quite used to it yet, but I think it's better than the MF8. I did the parity algorithm with both Square-1s, and I actually averaged only like a half second faster on this one, so it's at least comparable with this. So I think that's pretty good, and I would call this a successful puzzle. I wasn't sure how a Speed Cube would how it would do being 3D printed, but it actually turned out pretty well. I had to modify the tolerances a little bit, and I tried to make it as cheap as I could, because I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on a puzzle I already have, but I was a little disappointed that I had to make 2 versions, but I definitely think it was worth it. It definitely works really well, and I hope you guys like it. I'm going to do a few solves at the end, and I'm going to be using my own kind of method. It's basically the beginner's method with a few, I guess, added shortcuts or something, I guess you could call it. I've timed myself with both methods, and I think my method is a little bit faster. It's really just a slight modification, so I'll make a video on that, and tell me what you guys think. But yeah, here you go. Here are the solves. Okay, I'm gonna see how this camera angle does. So I'll try not to be too biased here, and just show the best solves or anything like that. But I'll probably cut out the scrambles, just because I think reading scramble notation's difficult and time consuming. So Here goes the first solve. Okay, that was not my best solve. Minute 2. Okay, let's try the next. Okay, this is solve number 2. Doing a little bit of inspection here. Alright. That was a much faster time. 34:59. Okay, well that's inconsistency, but let's just keep going. Alright, here's the third solve. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that was 55:37. So far a little bit inconsistent. I'll try to get a few more solves because of that. Okay, here's the next one. That was a pretty good solve. 29:39. That might be one of my best. Alright, here's the last solve I'll probably be doing. And okay. Okay, 4212. I think those were in general pretty good. The first one was pretty slow, but those are that's probably one of my best averages I've actually ever done. So I think that'll show that this cube is actually pretty decent. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.